Hey y'all, Boogie Night here. Hey, how's it going? And welcome back to Boogie Plays Sherlock Holmes, the Devil's Daughter. When we last left off, let me actually pause it, because I don't know if we're on a timeline. When we last left off, Holmes, we closed out our previous case, Infamy, and started this new one, Chain Reaction, with a carriage wreck and people on the ground. So right now, it looks like we have to save people. It looks like we could also switch between Holmes and Watson. So, anyways,
Don't worry, I'm okay.
gotta go over here. We did this at the end of the last one, but we had actually run out of, we didn't save.
There are no wounds or injuries.
I'd better call for Watson.
So we gotta get Watson up here. I also adjusted some, did some volume adjustments, so I think...
Perhaps Holmes will find a way to free this pond.
No, what? Oops. Oh, crud. We're in a timeline. How in the name of Godfrey we get in there?
Over here!
What is going on here? Go!
I would have died if not for you. Please! Oh, my shoulder. I'd better call for Watson. Somebody!
Oh, jeez. My bleeding will stop naturally. Trapped. Scaffolding. Handsaw can cut scaffolding. Good. Then free him. Like, now.
I could remove a part of the scaffold.
Okay, so we got 2 dead, 5 people we still need to save.
I need help!
Back you go.
Thanks for your help. Please help me. My leg. I'm certain that Watson is far more capable of handling this situation.
Move your freight, sir.
Please help me. My leg.
My name is Dr. Watson. Let me examine you.
Almost there.
It hurts.
Okay.
There's some extreme bruising.
Go and attack our
Bones
team.
appear to be broken.
Okay, we're
I
good.
think that an improvised bandage will do for now. One moment, and I'll fetch what I need.
Great. Where do we find a bandage?
Now,
Oh, there we go.
let me apply
Brilliant.
the bandage. I need something else besides rope.
Splints. There we go. Splint and rope. Hey!
Thank you, Doctor.
There's another person over here.
Perhaps Holmes will find a way to free
Thank
this
you,
pond.
Doctor.
Where? Bloody hell. There we go. No visible wounds, not injured. Yeah, we're definitely on a time crunch here. Trapped leg. Cab is a solid, heavy weight. There we go. Wooden plank can be used as a lever. Brilliant. Use this to kind of wedge your way out. Ah, bloody hell. More QT. Not as bad as some QTs as I've experienced, but still. Okay, switch over to... Oh, no, hang on. No, this is Watson.
Here! Over here!
There we go. Okay, well, now Watson can do the dirty work.
Oh, what a terrible accident!
You don't say.
I see no visible injuries. Perhaps I could use ammonia.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, let's go ahead and wake that sucker up. Ye olde smelling salts.
My head.
Where? There's the last one.
Oh, my shoulder.
I'm a doctor. Will you allow me to look at your shoulder?
Ouch!
Oh. Dislocation. Oh. This is a tough one, man.
Ouch!
We have to light all of them up? Oh. There we go. Ah, okay, so none of them had to be lit up. Just dislocation.
Thank you for your help. Thank you for...
What? That was a roaring start, no pun intended. Good lord. Alright, so we got some causers.
Holmes, it appears the police have arrested someone. Perhaps it is the person responsible for this disaster.
Maybe so. Save as many people as possible. Completed. Discover what caused the accident. Okay, well.
What do you make of this accident, Holmes?
Now let's go back to first-person mode, as we are apt to do. Let's look around for a few minutes first. I don't think we need to do deduction mode, but I still kind of want to see if there's anything that meets the eye. Let's talk to this chap right here.
Oh, what a mess.
Okay. Downed power. No thanks to that. You know, dead body there. There's my cab. You okay, boys? Let's talk to the cops. Oh, that's the man we just rescued.
You're talking nonsense.
Insulting a police constable, eh? That's quite enough.
What's happening here, Constable?
Mr. Holmes, this gentleman here is the fellow who built the scaffolding which collapsed and caused this accident.
That ain't true.
How were you hurt?
This hammer hit me on the leg.
How?
It flew out from the scaffolding I put up. When the damn thing collapsed, the hammer flew out and cost me
You were
leg.
standing over there at the time.
Oh, aye. Yeah, that's right.
So it would not have been possible for him to bring the scaffolding down, Constable?
Perhaps it was poorly constructed.
Oh, right. Yes, of course. And what made it fall? Perhaps it was you, waving around that rotten stick of yours.
You'll
be
wind up
careful.
getting a taste of it if you carry on like this.
One moment, Constable. The scaffolding here has been entirely dislodged. It is unlikely that this disaster could have been the fault of this gentleman. Allow me to inspect the area, and if you could possibly be of use, close off the surrounding section. Do not grant anyone access, nor allow them to leave. Is that quite clear?
Absolutely, Mr. Holmes.
Eat it, Lestrade. I'm just kidding.
This accident is a little unusual. I need to concentrate on the details. I must include all the participants in the
Good lord.
accident sequence.
Okay, so we do have the puddle. Okay, so what are we doing? Can we move around? No, we can't. Elements found.
I've not seen a traffic accident
Okay.
like this before.
So we need to look at everything before we put everything into perspective.
This cab hit the scaffold and caused it to fall.
That's good that we don't have to just manually go by it.
This mechanism played a part in the accident, I'm sure of it.
No doubt. Let's talk to this chap.
Good day to you, sir. Would you mind answering some questions? I'm investigating this accident. Are you the driver of this cart?
Yeah. I was transporting vegetables from my farm to the London market.
There's an accident.
What can you tell me about the accident?
I don't know. There was a collision. I felt the ground. I come over all dizzy.
Dizzy, eh?
What did you collide with?
That contraption up in front of me. He stopped all of a sudden, and I tried to avoid him, but I wasn't quick enough.
Sudden stop.
Do you have any idea what might have caused this cab to stop so sharply?
No idea.
Okay.
An old sprung cart, which has seen better days.
The fire hydrant's a big thing, which probably caused this sudden stop.
This technical cab was involved in this tragic accident.
Well, what do you expect with that?
This technical cab was involved in this tragic accident.
No, we can't do anything just yet. We haven't looked at everything.
Might I ask you some questions regarding the accident?
Please. Not now. I'm in shock.
This carriage was struck by the scaffold when it fell.
Okay.
What do you make of this accident, Holmes?
Maybe we do have to go into it then. What about this?
A common phaeton. An uncommon location.
Interesting.
This cab was set on fire by the explosion at the lamp shop.
Old Union ships.
Celebratory bunting. Celebratory bunting. Celebratory bunting.
Okay, that's green reminder.
A dead driver. Another victim of the explosion.
Well, that horse went flying.
This horse was blinded by the flag, causing it
Oh.
to bolt into the window.
This might be the first bit then.
The overturned lamps may well have caused the fire and explosion.
Okay, so we need 5 more elements.
The driver is dead. He was killed by the explosion. This jaunting car would be capable of traveling at great speed.
Guess we do have to do.
Might I ask you some questions regarding the accident?
It all happened so quickly. There was an explosion and my horse startled and threw me back against those wardrobes.
Okay, so more pumpkin. Okay, so
The pumpkins fell here after the sprung cart collided.
What a bloody carnage!
you don't say. Is that? Well, sounds like a Cockney accent. Okay, so pumpkin, bulk, lifting mechanism, platform, counterweight. We know that's first. Wait, no. Pumpkin catapulted there, which then interrupted the bulk, hit the lifting mechanism, which caused the platform to go up and the counterweight to drop. Let's take a look. This probably is not right.
It wasn't like that.
Pumpkin, bulk, platform, lifting, counterweight. No, that's not it
No,
either.
it wasn't like that.
Pumpkin whacked this, which was this, counterweight, platform, jackpot.
That's it.
Uh-huh. Let's talk to Pumpkin then.
What a bloody carnage!
Those wardrobes fell like dominoes.
Interesting. So then that flew into the shop, which could have caused all of this to happen. What are we missing? Oh, hey, another
Celebratory bunting.
festival, I'm guessing, going on at some point. Let's get the map of the accident really quickly. Oh, jeez. Okay, we need 2 more. If we do anything else. Let's talk to him one more time.
My poor leg.
I've not seen a traffic accident.
Mr. Holmes?
Gentlemen. Agent Mulder, Agent Scully.
Might I ask you some
There we go.
questions regarding the accident?
Please.
Never mind.
Not now. I'm in shock.
Celebratory bunting now. Oop, hey, the fallen light post.
The old gas lamps in this square have been upgraded to electricity.
Brilliant.
The old gas lamps in this square have been... A puddle of water and electricity. A deadly combination.
Well, that's probably what caused the first thing to fall. Hey, there we go.
I won't be able to release it with my bare hands.
Oh, there we go, because we got the pliers here. And now we can clear the road away. So that shuts down the electricity. Now we can expand even
That's it.
further. found 12. That's good news. Can we look at the body? No, we can't. Key poking. What do we got? Anything over here? That's a negative. Gotta be able to talk to this chap.
Might I ask you some questions regarding the accident?
Please. Not
Now.
now. I'm in shock.
We can't switch back over to Watson.
What do you make of this accident?
My poor leg.
Chaps?
Mr. Holmes?
Nothing at all. What are we missing? Done the roundy round. I feel like that guy's the only person left.
Might I ask you some questions regarding the accident?
It all happened so quickly. There was an explosion, and my horse startled and threw me back against those wardrobes.
I already said about the wardrobe. Oh, hang on.
Might I ask you some questions regarding the accident?
No, you can't. Go away.
Well, that's not suspicious at all. Boys? Nothing over here. Let's go down to the other end, see if we missed anything. School blow lamps, eh? I feel like I want to get Lestrade in on this. Let's talk to our cabbie. He's got some insight.
This is an absolute disaster.
You don't say. Alright, boys. Anything at all? That's a neg. What are we missing? Where are you? Where's the final element? Nothing back here?
This mechanism played a part in the accident, I'm sure of it.
Let's put this in a little bit more detail. Anything on the statue? No.
Celebratory bunting.
Let's get back over here. Oh, we do have to... Okay, so we need the final bit before we can do anything.
This cab hit the scaffold and caused it to fall.
What are we missing? So we talked to all the people. Nope, that's... I didn't want to hit space.
I've not seen a traffic accident like this before.
Mr. Holmes?
My poor leg. I feel like the horse says something we need
This
to do.
technical cab was involved in this tragic accident.
Anything over here? Anything in the pub? No, you've already talked
This
to
is an
you.
absolute disaster.
It's back by the blow lamps. Already talked to him. Can we go inside? No, we can't. Probably just as well. Nothing in there. Nothing in... Oh, no, it's just the chap over here there.
Might I ask you some questions regarding the accident?
No, you can't. Go away.
Why
This
just standing
jaunting
there?
car would be capable of travelling at great speed. Might I ask you some questions regarding the accident?
It all happened so quickly. There was an explosion, and my horse startled and threw me back against those wardrobes.
What a bloody carnage.
Aye. What am I missing?
This carriage was struck by the scaffold when it fell.
It's the guy that's in shock.
Might I ask
No.
you some questions regarding the accident?
Please.
Watson, can you, like, give this guy some smelling salts or something? I'm at a loss.
Mr. Holmes?
Fallen celebratory bunting. Oh, there it
The
is.
rope holding the bunting was torn apart. A large section of it is now missing.
There we go. It's a snake would have bitten me.
I believe I've enough information about this accident. Now let's recreate the sequence of events.
Oh, good. Okay, so I feel like... There we go. So I feel like... Cause that to fall. Then that cut that. Let's try that. I don't think this is right.
I must include all the participants in the
Oh,
accident.
there's one more. Herpaderp. What is this one then? Okay, so reset that. Boom. 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 Oh wait, reset. This knocked over. This was 2. This was 3. Which caused this to fall. This. Thus that. No wait, hang on. Boom. 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 Which caused this to do that, which caused this, which caused the explosion. I don't think this is right either, but let's take a look.
I don't think so. I should pay more attention to details.
Present time. Okay, hang on, I got it now. Boom. 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 Bam. 6. Cause that to die. That to go. That to go. Nine. 10. This is probably not it either.
No, it wasn't like that.
Okay. Reset. Present. So I feel like this crashed into here, which caused the explosion that knocked that out. This has got to be first. Unless... this is the last bit. No, because this is what caused that to knock over that, so I feel like this is the first bit. That caused this thing to ricochet. No, that couldn't be it, because then it would have hit the electricity as well. Let's reset. Maybe this is the first thing then, and this is the last bit. So maybe this... yeah, okay. That caused this to careen to there, which caused this to fall over. This to fly into... no, wait, hang on. Because this has to careen with that. No. present. Because this hit that, which knocked that, which knocked that. So this had a say in this. Wait, so... Okay. Now. This thing could... Okay, so this thing... That would have knocked that over, which knocked this off, which hit that. That collided with the scaffold, which killed that. Maybe the explosion came first. No. Maybe that's what probably came first, which knocked that over, which caused that. Knocked that over. This is probably the first bit. So electrified that. I don't think this is right either. This is probably not right, but let's take a look.
Must include all the participants in the accident.
But I did. It all happened so quickly, there was an explosion, and my horse startled, threw me back against the wardrobes. Okay. So, this came first. Hit that. Which killed this as well. Through that.
It wasn't like that.
Reset. We might have to do a skip on this one. I really don't want to. So this, there's an explosion. So somehow this counterweight sliced that. Where did this one come into play? Because this horse was blinded. So something had to have cut this to snap that to go into there. Then where does this one come into play? So cutting this caused both of them? So it was the counterweight. So the pumpkin had to do this, so there's an the explosion knocked this back. So this must have been last then. But the pumpkin's knocking this over. So maybe this guy's lying. So... which then caused the explosion. Which killed this. No. Let's try that. It's the only logical explanation.
Must include all the participants in the accident sequence.
Contraption up in front of me. He stopped all of a sudden. I tried to avoid him, and it wasn't quick enough. Oh, this contraption thing here. So this must have been the last thing. I don't want to skip it. I've been playing for 20 minutes already. I think we're going to have to. Oh, I was so close.
The technical cab's sudden halt caused this disaster, but the lamppost fell down afterwards.
Aha!
So why did the cab stop?
So I was damn close.
What do you make of this accident, Holmes?
Find out. Okay. So we nerfed that. But not for lack of trying. I should have thought about that, being like, well, it stopped not because of the lamppost, and the lamppost was last. So that was just me being an idiot. So let's go ahead and have us a look.
This cab was painted recently. There is some text underneath the paint here. Could be important. I'll need to find a way to remove this fresh paint. There's a metal strapping.
Interesting.
There's a metal strapping. There's a metal strapping.
There we go. I'm trying to go over here. Let's look at the body. You do have a tattoo. Dog tattoo.
The tattoo. I suspect it's from a gang.
Possibly.
This man was killed by electricity, as shown by the distinct mark on his hand.
So he was already dead when everything fell down? What about his shoes? Maybe there's some... Maybe... Oh, I was gonna say maybe there's mud inside. A pungent mud. And it's got a,
This man was armed with a revolver. Webley, I suspect.
Okay, so we gotta remove the paint. Something in the back? Booze.
Some kind of solvent. A piece of fabric drenched in solvent.
Use that for removing the paint. Brilliant. What about this man here? He's got another tattoo. Interesting. Okay, so let's go ahead. Another electrical burn. Are these people already dead and that's what caused the stop? Sticky licorice, so he had a sweets fetish. Dirt on boots, pungent mud. These guys have been at the same stop. What about... Aha! Roscoe.
Rasco. Yes, I know him. He's a small-time local criminal. A pneumatic hammer.
The hell? Interesting. What else? What else? Oh, wait.
Mud. Oof. Smells bad.
That's why it's called pungent mud. Let's go and see about removing the paint in it on this thing. Underground electric railway. There we go. Come on. There you go. Paint down the bottom. God, he is a stickler for everything. Company of London.
Underground Electric Railways Company of London.
That is interesting. Well, it still doesn't tell us anything. Two dead men, yes. Rasco. Bloody hell.
What a bloody carnage!
Aye. There we go. Aha! There it is. Yep,
There is some electrical wiring here beneath the manhole.
Curious. Leading into here. Up the stairs. Huh. Into here. Nope, around the corner. Come on now. Go on then. A double lockpick. Okay, maybe use... Oh, wow. Well, this got interesting. No, wait, hang on. Move that one. There we go. So then we do the single. No, that's not it. That's a twofer. Just pull everything. There we go. Remove that. That's a twofer. It's a 2 and a 3. Okay. There we go. See, I'm learning. That's right, it can be taught. 10 points to somebody who gets that reference. What is this thing?
I've not seen such a device before.
Nor have I. Activate the device while finding the correct positions for the switches. Okay. Oh, hang on. That's one. Dear Diary,
The electrical
jackpot.
charge which affected the technical cab came from here.
That is very peculiar indeed. Okay, so what is this thing? This looks handmade. Search for the point where the charge of electricity was triggered. Okay, we've done that. Oh, hang on. So this thing... Oh, hang on, there we go. Smoke on the water. Fire in the sky. Women are now allowed to smoke in public, the court declares. Today, Magistrate Adcox ruled that it is no longer a crime for a woman to smoke in the public area. In London, at least. He then proceeded to discharge Mary Towson, Edna Custer, and Elsie Watkin, 3 ladies who have been smartly arrested for smoking in Trafalgar Square. Booze?
An open bottle of cheap wine.
Must be turning
A
leaf.
single glass containing traces of alcohol.
It's too bad that we can't take it home with us and analyze dust for fingerprints. Anything around here that we're missing? Nothing. So, we need to search for the point where the charge was triggered. Okay, so back outside we go. Follow it down here. It's almost like a landmine, I guess. No,
This crank has been turned.
so then what? Oh. Oh, here we go.
I can see the technical cab very well from here.
Discover what caused the accident. Share with the constable. Brilliant. Okay. Oh, this game is so clever. You really do have to go into it, though, with a free mind, which... So... Definitely don't go into it mind-flooded. Constable?
Holmes, I was looking for you. I have an idea about the accident.
Never mind. This one is murder.
What?
What?
You? You're the murderer,
You're
eh?
off your head.
Are you sure, Holmes?
Oh yes. A murder and an accident, because the killer, by electrocuting the cab, created this chaos. And so this multiple crash is now our great chance.
Our great chance? Of what, Holmes?
The culprit could not have planned for this to happen, don't you see? And it is possible that he is still here due to the prompt arrival of the police.
Maybe that's the
Now
code
I
then.
see 5 men who could be our murderer. Let us take a look at the map.
Interesting. Suspects found. Well, it's not
I've not seen a
Holmes.
traffic accident.
My poor leg.
No, it's not you, obviously. Well, I know there's this bloke over here. Not wounded during the accident, angry and nervous. Okay. Not wounded, just from the apartment, can deliver a smash to that. We have the pumpkin guy. Let's see, we've got this guy, even though he was injured. Oh, the guy that was in shock. He was over here. Okay. So, Watson?
What do you make of this accident, Holmes?
I feel like establish suspects among the people. Okay, so we did that. As a driver, he was part of the accident. Fortunately, he was not wounded by the accident. Perhaps he knew what was meant to take place. This guy seems very suspicious. This man is a driver. He was in the area where the accident took place. It was one of his pumpkins that activated the scaffold. It's obvious he was not. That's tough. Let's go and mark him as a suspect. This guy was trapped. This guy was trapped as well. Let's confirm.
I don't think so. I should pay more attention to details. I don't think so. I should pay more attention to details.
Mark him as a suspect?
No, it wasn't like that.
And was beneath the window where the electric perhaps. No, I don't want to skip this one.
I don't think so.
Suspect 2?
No, it wasn't like that.
Not a suspect.
I don't think... That's it.
Aha! Okay, so the two drivers were not, but okay, brilliant.
I've not seen a traffic accident like this.
That makes sense when you think about it.
Constable, I suspect 3 people here. Take them to Scotland Yard for questioning.
As long as I don't leave empty-handed, all's good and well.
I know that look, Holmes. Have you found something new?
That's right. In order to trap the cab, the killer must have known the precise route it would take. Or even, that could suggest the cab must have set out not far from here, in this very street, perhaps.
Remarkable. Holmes, I'm terribly sorry, but I must go to the hospital now to help tend to the wounded.
I understand, Watson.
But don't forget our earlier discussion.
Oh, bloody hell.
About Kate.
Oh, God. You're not gonna let me leave that one down, are you? Find out where the technical cab came from. Perhaps it's not too far from the street. Examine the belongings of the victims and the suspects. Interrogate possible suspects. Well, let's find the technical cab. It came from down over here. So... we've got our tasks. So it must have come from somewhere around here.
Mud. Oof. Smells bad.
Aha!
There was a collision here.
What else is around here?
The lock was forced.
Interesting. We have an old antique shop.
A trail of mud goes through the entire room.
Snake nests and conspiracy. In the district of St. Victor, while in the act of demolishing an old house, masons have uncovered a nest of snakes, which has spawned upwards of 100 squirming reptiles. Lovely. These reptiles did inhabit the bottom of a long since dried up. Bottom of a well, excuse me, long since dried up. In the middle of the snake nest, there was the skeleton of a child who had likely plunged down the well to his or her death. Surprisingly, the skeleton in question was still holding a red Morocco portfolio, much disintegrated apart from one legal strip of paper which read, "Do not reveal the plot." Interesting. Examine the barrel and bucket shop. Well, that's what we're doing right now. Anything around here? Nothing. Looks like some sort of pottery antique shop. Anything on the board? No. Let's see what's back here. Ah, we're lockpicking again. This one's a 1, 2, 3-er. And then all 3. Okay, so let's remove everything. So we have a 3-er for starters. Another 3-er. And then a 4.
There's no space for this lockpick. There's no space for this lockpick.
And a 4, 2.
There's no space for this lockpick.
Okay, so let's look at a 1, 3. And then a 2, 4.
There's no space for this lockpick.
No. 4, 2.
There's no space for this lockpick.
And then a 4. There we go. Oh, I see what that was all about. Okay. That makes
A
sense.
workshop. Saleable items are produced here.
So, we'll worry about doing that in a
Mud.
second.
Oof,
But I do want to
sounds
scope
bad.
around everything before we go into investigation mode. Anything back here? No, but I think once we go into investigation, that's going to be the kicker. Nothing around here? Okay, so.
It looks as though the carpet was placed here intentionally.
Well, obviously. Aha! Down to the sewers.
An old access point to the sewers. An old access point to the sewers.
And the sewers we go. Well, this started off very interestingly. And we're down here. So this must have been where they came from, and this caused the whole ruckus. But with that being said, I think this is actually a perfect place to stop. As I said, I want to try and be a little more cognizant to the times that I record these. But this game eats you right up. Like, I seriously want to keep playing. But I think we're doing okay so far. So we can now fast travel to the sewers. So we can examine this. So we'll examine the sewers beneath the barrel and bucket next time, along with Scotland Yard, and looking at these later on. But I'm loving this game, but of course my opinion doesn't matter, y'all's does. So let me know what you think in the comments below. How do you like the overall structure of this game? The puzzle difficulty, the interrogations, the whole gameplay experience, what you think I'm doing right, what you think I'm doing wrong, that kind of thing. So with that being said, before I call it a day, if you like the Sonic Boogie project and you want to find out more, I do have a Twitter account as well as a public Discord channel. Links to both of those are in the description below, as well as a link to my Twitch page. And if you have some money you want to donate without throwing it off the bridge or to something actually noble of a cause, my Patreon account. So otherwise, with that being said, y'all have a fantastic day. and I'll catch you on the flip side, alright? Peace.